Hey YouTubers, so we're going to continue adding the third layer, and again we're going to start on the bottom corner here. And again we're going to separate this section into different layers. Remember we added these clumps. So now we're going to use those to further separate the hairs. Again, these hairs are going to overlap the first layer that we did. So the first layer is down here. So these hairs are going to overlap these ones down here. So we just extend them and then we randomly make them curve and overlap. Because once we start adding pencil, these layers are going to be revealed. We just continue doing this. The reason we're starting at the bottom here is because these hairs are gonna be overlapped by these hairs. So as we move up, the ones above are gonna overlap the ones below. So let's continue this way. Again, I'm trying to imitate like what I see from the reference image. So that hair, if you pay attention to main's hair, the hair is very wavy, it's curvy, it's got a frizzy look, so we need to like imitate that. See, we have here a clump. We have this one here, and here. So we're starting the hair up here, and it meets at the bottom, at the tip. But then we could have individual hairs that stray out. Here's another clump. So you see, I'm starting here, meets in the middle, then the next one meets in the middle. So all these hairs are going to meet in the middle at the tip. Again, it's impossible to draw like every single individual hair, so we're giving the illusion of hair. so we're done with this one. Again, we'll just add like random hairs. We'll have this one down here. See, I'm making these a bit longer so they extend out more. See, the tip of these hairs are overlapping the bottom layer. Again, this is a lot of the same thing, like just repeating the same process over and over. Even though the hairs are random, there is a pattern that you need to follow. You can't just go in and just indent all over the place. It needs to make sense. And that comes with the understanding of hair. Like the more you know about it, the easier it'll be to add you'll know where to add the indentations, where to add which hairs make sense, which ones make sense that overlap other hairs and things like that. See the flow lines that I add at the beginning, you can see them, they come down here, but then at the tip I make the hairs curve this way. Because I don't want to make them straight. Because like I mentioned before, hair doesn't grow straight, it curves and overlaps and curls. So we just continue in the same thing. Right now we're just doing the edge, and then we'll do a second layer above that. The most important part about drawing hair are the layers. Like that's what makes a hair look like hair, because you have the different layers, right? So each layer casts a shadow, and like those little individual hairs is what gives the illusion of hair. Like you can test that on a separate sheet of paper. Just scratch straight, just going down. And then once you add pencil, you'll notice that it just doesn't look natural. But if you make indentations that overlap and curve, it starts to look more like hair. Insert another. Again, don't feel discouraged if this is your first time and it doesn't look like mine. Just keep practicing and keep trying it out, and I'll keep adding more videos. So hopefully with each video you'll be able to understand more. Okay, we're almost to the top. Let's start on the next layer above that, above this one. This is how long you can imagine how long my larger drawings take. But like I would say, like all this time that goes into adding these indentations makes a huge difference once I start adding pencil, especially at the end. When the drawing's finished, you can look and see what a difference, and you can see all the work that went into it. So it's always worth it. And the lines vein takes a bit longer because it's not just straight. It's a wiggly, it's a wavy pattern. So for each one, it just takes longer for each indentation, it feels like it takes longer because it's not straight. It's not one long stroke. I need to wiggle the stylus. And at the end, we'll add even further layers using individual hairs. So we'll add like thicker hairs above all this, and we'll also add like individual hairs with this stylus. I'll explain more once we get to it. So make sure you keep also the indentations close, because if you don't, it just doesn't look natural. Like the closer you keep the indentations, the more a fuller the hair will look, thicker. Okay, so these ones we're gonna make a bit more longer than the rest. So these ones are going to start at the top, and I'm going to go all the way down here. See, if you have hair going this way, in this direction, let's say, and then you draw hair going in this direction, instantly those are two different layers right there, because you can easily tell that the hairs going this way are being overlapped by that hair at the top that goes this way. So that's why I say keep the indentations random. Don't make them all go in one direction. Okay, we're done that side. We're done this first layer, so now we're going to start again on this last one. So we have this section. We're just going to go around here and finish it off. Again, these hairs are overlapping the ones that we just finished adding. So we're going to start them, and then on the next video we'll finish it off. Okay, let's keep going here. Again, we're just doing the same thing that we did on the previous layers. See, here we have another clump right here. So I want to show you something that we can do here. We have this clump here, and then we have this clump here, and then we have this section that's between these two clumps. What we could do is here is add the hairs between those two clumps first. See, and then once we add these, we'll start adding this clump, which is going to overlap these hairs between the two clumps. Okay, so for now I'll stop here and then we'll continue on the next video. So if you found this video useful, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe so you're notified for the next videos. And thanks for watching, you guys.